friends! Today I am so excited because Hi friends! Today I'm really excited to talk to you guys about one of my new all-time favorite dramas, Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok Joo. Now, this is just going to be a quick one video rundown of the entire series and just my thoughts and opinions because guys, I couldn't stop watching once I started. For this review, I'm going to do the first part in a non-spoiler way as best I can, and then in the second part I will talk about all my feels and all the spoilers. But don't worry, I will warn you before I start talking spoilers. Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok Joo saved my Valentine's Day. Now, I don't normally have a problem being single. I greatly enjoy being single, especially because I spend all of my time watching dramas, so I don't really have time for a boyfriend. But it seemed that this fabulous Valentine's Day, all of my close friends had a significant other, which is great. But that made for a very lonely Leslie. So in between some of my classes on Valentine's Day, I started watching this drama. And that was the best decision I could have made. I mean, yeah, I could have gone out and done something, but you know, why not watch 16 episodes of a drama within 48 hours?
What?
So that's what I did. I binge watched this entire drama in 2 days, and it was fabulous. For those of you who haven't gotten the chance to watch this drama, let me break it down for you. Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok Joo is a romantic comedy that follows collegiate weightlifter Kim Bok Joo, played by the lovely Lee Sung-kyung, and talented swimmer Jung Joon-hyung, played by the very handsome Nam Joo-hyuk. Now, as you might assume, these main two characters do end up falling in love. But let me warn you now, it sure does take some time. But honestly, that's one of the main things that I loved about this drama. You weren't plopped into this plot where they automatically just fell for each other at first sight. No, they are in no way each other's type. One, Kim Bok Joo ends up with a separate romantic interest in the beginning, which is really adorable and completely relatable on every level. And Jung Joon-hyung has his own problems he's trying to take care of, as well as isn't the nicest human being in the world. He tends to speak before he thinks, which I guess makes him relatable, but also as a girl makes him very But they do end up building this really wonderful friendship along the way. I really enjoyed watching them go from frenemies to more of actual best friends, which made their romantic ending all the more sweet. Now, I also want to talk about the other cast members because this show has a really strong group of supporting cast members. I'd like to start with Song Si-yeol because she plays a very pivotal part in the drama in a good and bad way. In the beginning episode, she really just presents the problem of, oh no, it's his ex-girlfriend. What kind of shenanigans are they gonna get into? But she really develops her own sense of character throughout the episodes. You start to, one, kind of hate her, but two, you really relate to her struggles. So even when she's being just so annoying, I still feel bad for her. Jung Jae-hee, who is Jung Joon-hyung's cousin, he's just really, really dreamy. He plays off the perfect, well, at the beginning, perfect, wonderful, handsome doctor who you understand Kim Bok Joo falling for. Because let's be honest, who wouldn't? Now granted, if it was between him and Nam Joo-hyuk, I just really love Nam Joo-hyuk so much. I really recommend this drama to anyone who's just looking for a light and fun 16-episode romantic comedy because it really fulfills everything you would expect from a show like that. It even adds a bit more with side stories of mental health and family obligations and just family dynamics in general. Now, while it is a light and fun drama, it does get a little heavy here and there, but don't worry because it'll pick it up with plenty of jokes and shenanigans. Every cast member does a fabulous job of bringing every character to life. Bok Joo's friends are just always there to be slightly annoying but also really fun and enjoyable. Even Joon-hyung's friend is one of my absolute favorite characters. I love the end story for him, even though it's not really touched on again. Anyway, that'll be for spoilers. I do have one warning for anybody who has yet to watch this show and wants to. If you are on a diet or anything like that, do not watch this show. They eat so much food and I get so jealous and I end up just wanting to eat every time I watch this show, which is not good, because while they are actively moving and practicing and working out all the time as collegiate athletes do, I'm just sitting here in my room watching dramas, not moving, and every part of me just wants to go to the kitchen and make some delicious food, but I can't. Just talking about this show makes me want to eat, but all I have right now is peanut butter. I also really just have to applaud these actors for their great comedic timing. I laughed out loud on multiple occasions, which is really awkward when you're on the bus to go to school and everybody looks at you like you're crazy, which I'm a little crazy, but still. I'm not sure how Nam Joon-hyuk pulls off this high and mighty attitude while still being really lovable, but even when he's calling her chubs, which just makes you want to... I still really love it. I also feel a lot like Joon-hyung in the show when he can't quite say swag. I feel like I can't say it either. Weightlifting, swag. Drama binging, swag. I don't know. Overall, I give this drama at least a 9 out of 10. If you consider it for what it is, a just good time with some emotional, hit you right in the feel moments, it really fulfills everything I could have wanted and saved my Valentine's Day. Now's the time I'm gonna start talking spoilers. I don't know why I did this. So if you have not completed Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok Joo, then have a great day. I hope you watch it at some point if you have the time, and thanks for watching this video. Okay, here we go. I loved the childhood backstory between Joon-hyung and Bok Joo because it was so adorable. Little baby Joon-hyung just made me want to squeeze his little cheeks. One thing that really bothered me in the show was the amount of lying that was done. Specifically by Bok Joo, when she's trying to get close to Jae. I could not keep up with that many lies. Now, I guess she couldn't either because it all really kind of bit her in the bottom, but it filled me with anxiety to watch her just stack lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of lie. On that note, I actually really appreciated the struggle that Bok Joo undergoes throughout the episodes, because watching her struggle with the idea of being a weightlifter but also being a feminine and beautiful woman made sense. I understood her struggle. I mean, I struggled with my own femininity and things like that. I mean, I think every girl does. And it was heartbreaking to watch, but really lovely to see play out. She finally understands that she needs to find someone who loves her for her, and that just happens to be the hilarious Joon-hyung instead of his cousin Jae. Now, Joon-hyung's whole mental trauma was also really interesting to watch. It did really pull at the heartstrings when his mother came back, but the biggest thing for me was him and his aunt. She was the perfect stand-in mother. And not even stand-in mother, let's be honest, she was his mother. The conflict between Jae and Joon-hyung was also something I greatly appreciated, because I never thought of the aspect of how someone being too nice and too forgiving could really gnaw away at a person. When Joon-hyung confronts Jae and says, you know, you don't actually treat me like a real brother. If I stole your car or I ruined your favorite shirt, you just forgive me and don't say anything about it, and it just comes off like you feel bad for me, and I don't want to be a charity case. I want you to be my brother. I want you to get mad. I want you to beat me up. I want you to do these things because that's what real brothers do. That's what real families do. And then we move on to the whole Jae side of things, where he had no idea that his kind and giving nature could push people away. I think Jae's biggest realization of his own personal flaw was with Dr. Go. That side story broke my heart. I struggled a lot with what I thought she should do in that scenario. In reality, I was way more on her side than I was on his. I mean, it's a case of you never know what you have until it's gone, but I don't know. I really struggled with that side story. Don't get me wrong, I am really happy they ended up together. They make a beautiful couple, and they do work together. I was just never quite sure if his feelings were sincere or not. Ooh, I would really like to talk about Shio's whole internal struggle and family conflict. Now, Shio got on my nerves quite a bit. When she turns in Bok Joo's diet journal, I really just thought, what a bad word. Every part of me was just screaming at my screen saying, girl, get over it. He doesn't love you anymore. Move on. But then the more I learned about how that was really the only person she had to lean on, it made more sense. But it was still annoying. Her final decisive moment at the competition, when she realizes that yes, her family has put so much into getting her to this point, but it doesn't make her happy anymore, and it really just seems to be destroying her life in more ways than it is making her better. She does end up making the right choice, and she leaves it behind, and she just wants to love the sport that she used to. Ugh, the absolute heartbreak when Junhyung's mother comes back and he finds out that it's not for him. There were so many tears shed, guys. And Nam Junhyuk just really brought all those emotions to screen. It just hit me right in the heart. On a happier and lighter note, let's talk about the wonderful romance. The eventual romance between Bok Joo and Junhyung. It just gives me so many lovely feelings. Watching him slowly realize his feelings was my favorite part, because he just goes all out to make her happy. One thing that kind of bothered me is they don't really touch on the blossoming romance between Bok Joo's friend and Junhyung's friend. In the end, they just kind of let you know that they like each other, but don't do anything about it? I don't know, that part was kind of unclear to me, but maybe I missed something. On the topic of romances, I will say the romance between the assistant coach and the head coach didn't hit me as hard as I was expecting it to. At first, I was really rooting for them, but then when it came to Bok Joo's uncle, I just thought he was such a great human being. I was rooting more for him, so when the two coaches got together, I didn't really care one way or the other, but I am super happy that Bok Joo's uncle gets a girlfriend. The only lie in the show I kind of understood was from Bok Joo's father trying to hide his operation. Now, I still don't agree with that method, but I get the place he was coming from. He didn't want her to be distracted. He was thinking of his daughter's best interest, but let's be honest, we all knew she was gonna find out anyway, so why would you hide it from her and make it 10 times worse? Just, guys, don't lie. The secret dating between Bok Joo and Junhyung was also very entertaining, because when he gets tied in to that semi-date with those English majors, and Bok Joo finds him, the ending to me was perfect. The way they wrapped up the romance, but really left it off with them getting engaged one day, and everyone's pretty happy with the decisions they've made. I mean, it is very fairy tale, and it is very wrapped up in a nice, pretty bow, but that's why I like dramas. I don't watch dramas to be sad. I watch dramas to have fun and forget about life for a second, and this did just that. So thank you, Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok Joo. I really enjoyed this drama. I recommend it to anyone who's looking for just a lovely, happy time, and it was the perfect way to spend my Valentine's Day. Alright, that's it, everybody. I hope you didn't mind the change of style between reviews like the one I did with Dokkaebi, but this is only for the shows that I kind of binge watch through. Adrielle and I will be signing up to Viki so we can watch W. I just haven't gotten around to it yet because school, but we will, I promise. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.